Hey guys, this is John with LearningGuitarNow.com, and in this lesson I want to show you how to play a Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired slow blues solo. Now this is inspired by the tune Ain't Gone and Given Up on Love, and one of my favorite slow blues SRV tunes. And I listened to a bunch of different versions and just tried to take a few things that I thought, make Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of, his signature, a few signature licks that I hear him doing in this tune and put them into this lesson. I think there's a lot you can take away from Stevie Ray Vaughan. Even if you don't learn this whole solo, there's some concepts and techniques that you can use in your slow blues solos just to make you sound a little bit more like Stevie Ray Vaughan or a little bit of Albert King, because of course he was drawing a lot from Albert King's style, especially in this slow blues tune. To get the tone for the lesson, I'm using my Andrew Spectroverb, and it's plugged into a 4x12 cabinet loaded with Celestion greenback speakers. I'm using a tube screamer here to get some more overdrive. We'll go ahead and take a look at the portion of the lesson for free. And if you want to gain access to the full lesson, the interactive tab, backing track guitar profile, check out the All Access Pass, where you'll also gain access to all the courses I've put out on the site, which is over 70 at this point. There's over 150 solos to learn, interactive tabs, backing tracks, community forum, everything you need to get you going if you're stuck with playing improvisational, blues and slide guitar. All right, let's go ahead and start this lesson. I'm going to use my neck pickup for the entire solo. I'm using a Fender medium pick, the round side. Pretty sure SRV used something along these lines, the round side, just to get a little bit more warm tone when using that round side to me. So anyway, lick one is this. Okay, so lick number one, a really cool thing to do, it's going to come right when the 5 chord. That's what we're starting this slow blues solo with, 5 chord. So in the case, I'm playing this in standard tuning. I'm just going to call it, E. If you're tuned down, it would be E flat. The regular version is in the key of A flat. So you'd have A flat, E flat and D flat. But if you're playing in the key of A, of course, you just have A, E, and D. Pretty easy. So anyway, we're starting on the 5 chord. And we're going to do this lick right before it comes in. And so that's going to come in right on the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right on that 7th count. Rest, and then do it again. I am just sliding 7, 8, this is a blues scale here, and pulling off. But I'm striking it for a little bit of a distance. I'm not just going. If you hear Stevie Ray Vaughan play like that kind of stuff, he's not going to play like. And this, what I'm trying to reproduce. So he comes at it from an angle. You got to make sure that that 3rd finger is meeting the D string and your thumb could meet the big one, just in case that you strike that string. I'm also coming from it not like this. So you come across like this, you're more likely to do that. I'm coming from an angle on top here. It's hard to do it slow, but you just have to practice coming at an angle like this instead of this. And you're just striking it once and then pulling it off. Sliding, pulling it off. Great exercise to do if you're not really good at doing that. And then when the 5 chord hits, we're doing this. Classic Albert King lick. Heavy vibrato, of course. And that's just taken from this concept that we're going to the 5 chord, E, a 9 chord. I'm just playing notes from that chord. So it's a cool concept to use over any slow blues, no matter what style you're playing. When the 5 chord hits, you can play those 2 notes. And then when the chord progression goes to the 4 chord, you could go, which he does a lot in this tune. So if you're stuck in a slow blues, don't know what to do, especially on the 5 and 4, people get confused. You could just do that. Albert King did that a lot. Pretty easy lick. You just have to put that vibrato in it to give it a lot of attitude. But in this lick, I'm doing this and doing one of these slides like this. I'm just going, up, sliding down. And then I'm doing this finger and pick back and forth. You hear Stevie Ray Vaughan do that all the time. And I'm kind of not letting them ring like this, but like real staccato sounding. Then that heavy vibrato again. Then this section. This little deal. I popped it again with my finger. That same thing, sliding and releasing. And then a classic Stevie Ray Vaughan move, it can be pretty difficult to do, is bend down the G string up 2 frets, 7 to the 9th fret, and then adding vibrato. But it's a lot easier for me to do in E flat tuning. You can also experiment doing it with your 2nd finger instead of your 3rd finger. He does it with both, so that can be a pretty tough move to get. You could do it like that. So that's a tough one to get. So you just want to spend some time kind of working on that. Don't kill your arm trying to do it, but just see if you can pull down 2 frets. And then shake downwards. But you get a slightly different sound when you do that lick right there like that. Okay, so that's it for lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick 2, just a classic Albert King, Stevie Ray Vaughan move. So this thing, just a classic thing to play, that Chuck Berry style move. Bend, bar your 1st finger here, and then get that vibrato going. Back to this thing. Now this is a cool Stevie Ray Vaughan move as well. So I'm gonna bend up 7 and then slide back and vibrato that. He'll do that type of move a couple different ways. You could go, but it's got a different sound when you do it with your 3rd finger. You'll hear him sliding it around like that. They both got a different sound. So he's doing all kind of stuff like that. It sounds really cool. So that's a cool move to do. Then upstroke, barring 5th fret on the bottom 2. Then 5, 6, 7. Walking up the blues scale, because our chord progression is going to the 5 chord. That same 9th chord principle I talked about previously. And we're just outlining the notes from that 9th chord. So a lot of cool things to learn in that lick. Great turnaround lick as well. So when you do this part right here, the timing, you want to hit the up stroke with these 2 notes right here on the 4th count. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to hit this note on the 7th count. Just to give you a frame of reference, 12/8, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. If you can't get it right, just make that an exercise and keep playing it over and over again. Super cool move right there, lick number 2.